1,
2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
Hello, thank you all for coming. Today I'm going to talk about a persuasive topic, so I would love some feedback afterwards and some questions. Lying there staring at the ceiling of the hospital emergency room in severe kidney pain, the nurse walked in and said, "Mrs. Vineyard, not only do you have a kidney stone, you're pregnant." I argued with the nurse, explaining that I was on the Depo-Provera birth control shot and it must be my hormones. She explained that I was pregnant and that the hospital was not equipped to handle my pregnancy and kidney stones. I was then transported by ambulance to St. Joseph's Hospital. On the ambulance, I remembered my last delivery and the 4 months I was in the hospital and the 6 weeks my son was in the neonatal intensive care unit. I thought to myself, I can't do this again. The torment of having another baby with complications. I had decided that my only other option was to have an abortion. When I reached the St. Joseph's Hospital, I explained to the emergency room doctor that I wanted to have an abortion. He explained that this is St. Joseph's Hospital and it was a Catholic hospital. They did not perform this procedure. He then took me to ultrasound, and I was 2 months pregnant, and asked if I would like to see the baby. When the doctor turned the screen where I could see, I saw arms, legs, fingers, and toes, and what looked like my baby sucking his thumb. At that moment, I knew I was blessed to have this little angel in my stomach, and I knew I could never have an abortion. The controversy between pro-life and pro-choice is a difficult one, but I am definitely pro-life. Abortion is the act of taking a human life. Abortion should be illegal because the future health for the mother is compromised, the option of putting up the child for adoption, and basic human values. The future health of a mother who has an abortion is greatly compromised. Some women experience complications during the procedure like ruptured bladders and excessive bleeding to the point of needing blood transfusions. Mothers that choose to have an abortion have a higher risk of tubal pregnancies in the future, and some are never able to conceive. Not only can it cause physical damage, abortion can have elevated rates of subsequent mental health problems, including depression, anxiety, suicidal behaviors, and substance abuse disorders. Women can also experience the following symptoms after the abortion: guilt, anxiety, flashbacks, worry about future pregnancies, and issues with emotional relationships with other children. How could a woman choose to take the life of their unborn child knowing that at conception, the baby is already a human life? When I was only 6 weeks pregnant, I could hear the heartbeat of my firstborn child. Women who feel the need to have an abortion have other alternatives. Adoption is one way of turning an unexpected mistake into a joyful event for a new loving family. By choosing adoption instead of abortion, the mother has the option for an open adoption, which will give the mother certain rights to contact and be a part of the child's life. Women can also give their child a loving and caring home that they may not have had themselves. There are millions of couples in the world who cannot conceive children. After going through an extensive process, these couples are proven to be financially and emotionally stable to take care of a child. Choosing adoption is the way to go when considering abortion. It is saving a child's life and giving a loving family the opportunity to become parents. Although I could never give a child up for adoption, I believe it could be a very rewarding feeling. The morality of making abortion illegal is the same in many ways as laws that are already bestowed in our country. For instance, there's a law that states when driving a motor vehicle, we must wear a seatbelt, insisting we wear a seatbelt, which legislates not harming ourselves. The law legislates according to a moral code which states it is wrong to harm or injure other human lives. All these laws are built on ethics, which believes that human life is more valuable than personal choice. Abortion is harming the life of an unborn child. Everything about it is morally and ethically wrong, and according to the laws of harming ourselves to others, it too should be illegal. Do you have any questions?
And you said you had an ultrasound and that's what helped you change your mind. Do you think that would be a good step as far as making it mandatory for people considering abortions to have an ultrasound?
I think so. I think it changes the situation because you actually see it. You know, it's more than just, okay, I'm pregnant, because you don't really feel pregnant at 2 months pregnant. I had no idea I was pregnant, so looking at the screen and seeing the baby really made a big impact on my decision.
Do you think it would help if, like, they made expectant mothers considering that as an option to be part of a focus group of people that had actually had an abortion and people that had kept their children? That way they could actually weigh their options and know what the true cost of it was?
Absolutely. I don't think they realize the implications of having an abortion. Just the emotional aspect of it itself, and being able to sit down and talk to someone who has had an abortion could possibly change their mind.
Do you think your speech is taken away from the women who actually have to make the decision whether to have an abortion or not, and what they have to do is themselves to make a choice whether they have a baby or not?
No. Like I said, there's so many options for pregnant women, and I understand there are circumstances where they don't want to have a child. It could be rape, it could be a teenager. There's so many different circumstances, but I just really believe that, you know, there's so many loving families out there that, you know, they should have the opportunity to have a child. Thank you.